Alright, what's up guys? This is Tyro with Division 7 Labs. I want to give you a little sneak peek about an application that I'm building, a website that is geared towards Airsoft fans. Um, just a quick introduction to me. I have been playing Airsoft for approximately 4 months and I've really grown to love it. I usually play it out of Ballahack in Chesapeake, Virginia. It's an absolutely amazing field. Um, I have absolutely no affiliation to Ballahack at all, other than attending its regularly scheduled weekend games. So it's really one of the only fields that I've ever played on. And and saying that, I will say that I've used it for a couple of examples in this website, and just know that this website is a pre alpha, and some of its features, you know, are just not working. They're just there for um, to be built upon and to have criticism on them and recommendations for them. So I would love, absolutely love as many comments, whether it's good, bad, um, beautiful, ugly. Just tell me what you think because I'm really building a tool and app that I would love to use, and I would also absolutely love it if others love to use it as well. So let's go ahead and kick it off with the landing page. The landing page is, again, completely up for change, but as it sits right now, we've got the Division 7 labs. You can enter the lab or you can view posts. Enter the labs, and this is a feature that's currently not even able to be previewed because I decided to completely change the framework of it. Um, so let's go ahead and go to labs. And as I said, coming soon, it's in development, extremely early stages. I previously was doing um, a FPS to joule conversion, some simple tools that would help people look at their gun, configure their gun how they want to, um, whether it be how accurate would my gun be if it was simulated on a field with 10 degrees wind coming from the south, where would my BB end up going? And just kind of things like that. That's what I'm trying to get the ballistic labs to. It was almost there previously, but I I wanted to be more fluid, and it was very all over the place. So I'm redoing that feature entirely. Um, so next, let's go to the archive. The archive is essentially a list of tutorials for beginners, um, and it's currently completely empty because, like I said, I've been playing for like 4 months, and I have no expertise in any of these matters. I can definitely write things up as I've seen them, but I would want someone who has been playing for much longer than me um, write this up, and maybe even multiple people, just to kind of help new guys get in, whether you're new to airsoft, new to doing tech work, um, just anything airsoft. I'd love to have a knowledge base built on that, and that is what I'm calling the archive. So go to loadout. The loadout currently only consists of gear, but I will be adding weapons as well. And the idea behind this is to create a loadout and have that displayed on your profile. So whenever you're in match with someone, say I'm queued up for going to ball hack on Block 1 in the morning on a Saturday. When I get there, hey, that guy has a sweet looking kit. Where did he get that? What is that? It makes it super easy for them to find out what that exactly is. Make friends, talk about gear. Love that idea. And when guns are implemented into this kit configuration, then you know the sky's the limit about talking about gear, weighing gear. It can get pretty specific. Um, let's go ahead and, just for an example, create a sample. We're going to call it Amazon brand. And that helmet actually weighs 10 grams. So now we have a little bit of loadout there. So the idea behind it is we're going soldier loadout. So now I have a loadout saved, and I want to make it so that loadouts can be unequipped and equipped really easily to let guys know, hey, all right, so I'm bringing my M4 with my 10 times scope on it today and my drum mag, and people just by looking at your profile can see what you're bringing to Saturday at Battlehack. So that's going to be what the kit configuration is, and stores is going to be a really cool one. I love this feature. I think it's probably say the top 3 features that I've put in so far. Um, it actually looks like I'm gonna have to do some fixing because it was displaying the, okay, it just takes a while to load. Um, the idea behind this is to get trusted stores, um, easily available, what people recommend as a store to purchase stuff online. Um, and another huge feature is going to be, I'll just show you this really quick. If you click on the store, it will actually take you to the store's website. But another big one that I love is actually the AI part finder. So let's give an example where I was a dummy and over tightened my AP01 screws. So now I need a new inner barrel. Help. Um, Again, pre-alpha, so if anything, doesn't, and this, it looks like a shorter barrel than stock. I think the AP01 comes with a 129, so there's some quality control things that need to be had before the site goes public, of course. But that actually might be the other version of the AAP. Now that I think about it, say I searched up this part. It gives some reasoning why it decided to choose this. It gives the description. It shows you the stores that you can purchase this on. Alternatives, if I don't like that, I can actually redo it and get a different model. I've never heard of AA1, but let's say that's the one I want. That's the part that I actually am going to look for in stores. So I can either click these guys, and it'll take me to the store, and any store that has the item that you're looking for will give you a wish list on it when you click for it. So if I go back to the store directory, I can actually click on one of these guys, and it will have, as long as it has that blue circle, that means that it has a active wish list item on it. And I can click on it, search for it on the store. Now, to be fair, um, this is something that we need to figure out how we're going to make that work, because it's hard to get the links to work correctly, because Airsoft suppliers can change the link, you know, many times as they want, and for an AI to know what link to provide for that specific piece of equipment, it's kind of complex. So we're doing some R&D about how to actually make that happen. Um, yeah, it's going to be a favorite part find feature, and hopefully that makes it a little bit easier um, to find what you need. Next, we're going to move out of tactical, because we've hit all the tabs in that, and we're going to move to community. This I really want to build on bringing the community together even more than it already is. And the tactical deployment map, or the theater, is a list of airsoft fields near you. You can see your local fields, how they're ranked in the nation, or however many fields decide to join the app when it launches. And You can search by fields, you can filter the fields. I've gone ahead and entered Ballahack out of Chesapeake, Virginia into it as a sample. I have no affiliation with Ballahack at all, um, but I have just got some information from their website and put it in so that you guys can kind of visualize what this looks like to look at a field. Um, so the owner of the field is the only one that could actually make the fields, and fields have to be approved, so people can't just put their backyard up there. And maps will be created, and these maps are, this is a super cool feature. These maps are actually live maps, so the idea behind this is to get marshals, field owners who are running the games to use this map to create game modes and easily identify landmarks, objectives, things like that. And whenever you're looking at a field, you can actually see what's going on that field in terms of objectives, what the current play style is, depending on how the marshals or field owners decide to utilize this live gameplay map. And there's also navigation, so you can just click that. It'll take you directly to Apple Maps, Google Maps to navigate to the field as long as the field owner put the address of the field in the description. Um, and we will double back to the theater after we touch on brigades. And brigades is essentially your clan. Think of it as um, your guild. Clan guild is synonymous, but you can have long-term storage of buddies that, they join the clan, you earn rewards, um, you get, and we'll just go through the tabs here. It says max roster 10, but that will be able to be upgraded with XP. XP is earned by checking into games. For example, if a field is hosting a Saturday game night, your squad, um, wow, why is that? Your brigade. The brigade is a weird word that I was like, I'm thinking of a different word, but I can't necessarily uh, think of it, so I'm going to use the word brigade. So that's probably going to change because I can never think of the word brigade. Your brigade will show up to the site, check in, uh, unofficially check in. I don't think that the actual owners of the site will drop whatever platform they were previously using for check-in, but people will check into the games. That'll let everybody know they're there, um, and your brigade will get XP, which you can do things like expand your roster. Um, you'll get achievements, which really don't do anything, but I want to make them do something eventually. Um, you can change, like, as long as you're the brigade leader, you can make alterations to it. Um, just for example, here's a small little thing here. It says banner color requires 200 XP, and XP is done. I'll invite people, we'll go to games, we can change our banner color. Just small things like that that'll make it a little more interactive. Um, Next thing, this is a big thing coming again, and this is the gear exchange. So when you're at a field, when you're not at a field, I guess technically, but you can sell or trade your gear here. So if you list an item, you type out what that item's description is. Do you want to trade it, trade or sell? If you want to trade, you'll get a looking to trade for. Just to prompt a little bit more interactivity in the airsoft market between used stuff. Um, I think that's always a good thing. You get your asking price description. When you take a picture of it, it'll actually automatically crop that first picture into a square and remove the background. So it's kind of like a game inventory item, so that all icons on the gear exchange look the same. And you can add multiple pictures. It's just that first picture that will look the same in terms of camera angle, etc. for um, for that item. But you can all, this is kind of the active market. Um, you can view items, sort by what type of item you want to look at, and I will actually eventually add that name as a link to take them to the person's profile so you can send a inquiry about, hey, I want to buy your Gen 2 Lancer Tactical. Anyway, you can do 80 bucks. Sure, meet me out in the field. Um, so that it is a universal gear exchange. Um, Absolutely open to ideas of improving that. I'm also not sure the legality behind it because I know it's kind of in a gray area, so I have to do some research before I actually publish this live. Um, Next, we're going to go to Squad. Squad, and there's a pretty cool feature of this as well. Squad is going to be just like Battlefield. You're going to create a squad. We're Apex 1 for the day. Squad names are randomly generated. You get your invite code, so your friends will type in the invite code and they'll be able to join the squad. Or if they're your friends, you'll be able to, and it's not implemented yet, but you'll be able to just click invite and they'll be invited to the squad, and they'll see the pop up on their screen and they'll hit join. Um, but a big thing you see here is there's a join voice, and since I've already given the browser permission to my voice, it's just one click. I can actually hop in a voice channel with my squad members. So that gives you comms on the field. All you need is a way to connect to the site or app and a way to communicate, of course. Uh, it's essentially like Discord. You can mute, deafen, you know, the whole 9 yards. Just I like the fact that although Discord works, um, I like that this is built on a Airsoft platform and it's integrated into every other aspect. So just one click away from creating a squad, talking to the guys that you're playing with, really making it super interactive and built solely on Airsoft. And comms is something similar. Actually, I'll go ahead and disband that squad. Don't need that anymore. Comms is similar. It's going to be your communication, your messages between your friends, anyone you're on the market trying to sell or buy stuff to. So it's basically just your messages. It's going to act like any other platform's messages. And next we're going to move to account, and this is where it currently doesn't do it, but your loadout will be displayed and your bio, and by loadout I don't mean this, but the actual loadout that you created and selected as your equipped loadout will be displayed there, um, as well as the items that you've listed on the market will also be displayed there. So if, say, you pull up to a guy, um, hey, you ever heard of this app, uh, Division 7 Labs or D7? I said, oh yeah, I got that. Here's my friend code. Scan them. You see it. You see he's got these things for sale. Hey man, let me take that AAP off your hands. Yeah, yeah. Here you go. So just trying to prompt any interactivity, more engagement in the sport. And also, I have noticed in my short time playing that you know YouTube is by far the way to go. Um, it's super fun to get engagement there. Super fun to reap the rewards of the hard work of making videos, and I contemplated allowing you videos to be uploaded directly to the website, and I thought the compensation for that wouldn't be nearly as um, much as YouTube because I feel like there's no other feeling than building up a YouTube channel and actually getting engagement there. So I don't want to try to do too many things. I would just want to bring the ease of access over to the site so you can put your YouTube, and it's not going to only be YouTube specific. I'll also integrate Twitch in there, so live streaming will be supported, um, just to boost the engagement. Say, hey, I'm doing a YouTube video. I'll also I'm not sure about live streaming it or how I want to do that, but the ability to put YouTube content on the site, it's actually discoverable, um, discoverable on the posts. So when you post your YouTube video, it will go to this explore page. Um, you could click on people and videos. New videos will populate here, just like I said. Um, Next, here's a big one. Um, this will be the field manager, and this is going to be for the actual field marshals or the field owners, managers, anyone operating a field. You can create your field, put in all the info. This is actually Balahack. I pulled all of this information off the site. Again, not affiliated. Um, you have options to choose from. Your type is gear rental available, amenities, your name, your location. That location is what people actually search for. You can do your branding. That's how your field will appear in the field list or the theater. Gallery images, take some cool shots, put them on there, let the guys know this is what the action you'll get into when you come out to our field. Rules, this is a big one. Allows rules. This will also be displayed in the theater where we saw it before. That lets you know, all right, you come to this field, you're expecting to abide by these rules, and yeah. So socials, I know a lot of fields operate media, and this is a way to get the engagement there as well. And this is a big one. This is the real-time um, gameplay map that we saw previously that anyone can look at. If you're a field marshal, you can create different zones. You can um, it's really a big whiteboard. It is a big whiteboard, and that allows you to create objectives pretty easily. Um, it does take some learning, I will admit that, and I'm trying to make it a little bit easier to design things and bring together the idea of making it super easy to make game modes and super easy for other people to follow, as well as marking landmarks. Yeah, there's an ability to mark text. That's going to be the pond. Um, let's make that nice and big so people know. That's the pond. Don't step in the water. Um, because I will know that, I've been playing at Bellhack for a little while, and I'm still not sure of all the landmarks or the call-outs that people say. Where's halfback? Uh, you know, where is that? But that's the idea, and that way anybody that's looking at the field, so they can open their phone at any time and see what's going on the field, because the field marshal or the field owner is making alterations to this to create game modes and things like that. Um, I think that's going to be a big help, and I'm kind of basing features, design features off of things that I thought about. So I'm hoping this is going to be useful for a lot of people. And events is something that allows the field owner or whoever's running games to, if there's a special event happening on May the 16th, um, they can put that in just to let the guys know, all right, it's going to cost $80 to get in this day. It's going to be a special event, that's why. Description of the special event, how many people can come, the dates, start times, etc. Um, yeah, so that actually, you guys won't see this. I'm just giving you a sneak peek of what the field owners and operators will be looking at when they're creating their fields and publishing their fields to the site. Um, that's coming to a wrap of what we got going on for Division 7. This is a pre-alpha, so just getting some ideas. I love some negative criticism. I love some positive criticism. Whatever you want to throw at me, I love ideas, and I want to not only build this for my benefit because I'm building it based off of things that I see. I also want um, I want you guys to let me know, hey, since you're doing this app, I would love to see this feature in there, or I would love to see certain features in there, or you probably shouldn't do that this way. You should try to do it this way. So, any sort of criticism or recommendations are absolutely welcome. Um, and I thank you for tuning in to the Division 7 little sneak peek, and I will catch you guys on the next one.